What's up, guys? I'm early. I'm uh I'm Walmart on time. I'm Walmart on time. Well, actually, you'd better if you're delivering to Walmart, you'd better be inside with your paperwork by now. But good evening, everyone. Eric here with driverlineup.com. World's okayest steering wheel holder. And someone was asking if I was drinking beer. No, I'm actually drinking coffee. Oh, Trucker John. I got to do some things for Trucker John. I have some task that he's assigned me that I got to take care of. How's Wisconsin? Is it getting cool up there in Wisconsin yet? Let me turn my monitor down here. Sorry, guys. Hang with me. Replay gang. I'll get started here in a minute. For a reminder for the replay gang, because I can relate so much to you guys, I listen to lives while driving. I try to read out every question for you guys and make these lives relevant for those who can't watch them. So I don't really have an agenda tonight. I didn't do a video yesterday. I didn't do one today. I tried to do a live yesterday, but it got messed up. So I ended up pulling that video down. I got booted off of YouTube in the middle of a live. But anyway, so what do we got going on? We got a whole lot of heathen stop by. Stacy stopped by the way. Stacy, congratulations on making it to big test day coming Tuesday morning. You're going to do great. Don't be nervous. Talk to Jenna. Don't be nervous. Tank 4396, how's it going? Pure Art Comedy, good evening. Four Wide Trucking, yeah. Four Wide, you were the one who asked me about beer. No beer. Yes, I am rocking the JJ the Trucker hat tonight, by the way. Poplars, I got to send some macros. Don't start yet. Oh, sorry, Poplars. Sorry. Edward, hello from New Orleans. New Orleans, no power. Yeah, I saw that there may not be power there for weeks in some areas. Booth Hill, how's the new truck? Hey, it's still got check engine light. Johnson's Logic, looks like I'm late. Just got a notification. Actually, you're early. Because I'm early. P to Trucker, what's going on in here? How's it going, man? So we got some YouTubers up in here tonight. Boogeyman, I'm going to try Bones Coffee. I've not heard of Bones. Starting off that daddy life right with no beer. Yeah. Yeah, Tank 4396, is it? 4396. I'm just going to call you Tank. I don't really drink anymore. Believe it or not, I really don't drink anymore. The last time I got completely annihilated was with Ross, Johnson's Logic, and Jenna, and a few others. That was like 5-6 months ago. And I've, of course, had some drinks since then, but I don't drink to get drunk anymore. Not because we have a baby coming, but just because I don't know, not into it anymore. Trucker John says, yes, 42 degrees in North Dakota last night. Yeah, I saw that some of the nights are getting cold. I was find it a little depressing that I have to take the auto socks that we have now, thanks to Matt and Liz from No Luck Trucking and Transportation, and winter clothes, or at least hoodies and a coat. But I have coats coming out of my eyeballs. I mean, you guys know, if you're with Prime and you do 2 years PTC and safe, these jackets back there behind me, we have them all over the house. You get coats and jackets all the time in your first 2 years. We have coats and jackets all over the place. Prime coats and jackets. Plus I have my own coats and jackets. Johnson's Logic. I'll be listening in, but it's raid night and we're about to get started. Nice. Heathens Trucking Yawn. So Heathens, you must be waking up. 2 Raven. Hi from California again. So 2 Raven, your other half's about to test out. I bet 2 Raven's nervous too. Tank, raid night, don't have too much fun. DJG, hello Eric and everyone. Howdy, good evening. Alan Hunt, eyes here for the first time. Well, welcome Alan Hunt. Welcome to the first live visit. Jenna is in chat, you guys. When we get home next time, hopefully, I'm going to have a second webcam pointed the opposite direction, back behind this webcam, that she can sit back there and I can bring both of those, well, actually, both of them right here so we can do some side by side. I have 2 of these mics. I've got a mixer. But then again, I don't know. She's going to be full blown Prego, so we may not, she may not be doing any lives, but Trucking Turtle, turtly enough for the Trucking Turtle Club, had to update the YouTube name to match the new name, no longer Tank. Okay. Every time I see your name, Trucking Turtle, I think of that old movie, Masters of Disguise. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Stacy already cried twice today. Nerves are a bitch. Yeah. Yeah. And I've told you guys the story of Jenna's test day. Edward, yep, no power for some more remote areas till September 29th. I got me the world's smallest generator going. Nice. Barry, evening people. Good evening, Barry. Barry, I was really sad that I had to take my live down because Barry, you were on yesterday, I think it was, when I was live, and YouTube just collapsed. I don't know what happened. But we were having a fantastic conversation about Arkansas Razorback sports. It's a total bummer. And I told you guys that someone at the terminal got all pissed off at me. He walked away from me when I said I was a Cubs fan. I think it was the way I said it that he didn't like. Are y'all still going to be in Springfield Wednesday? I'll be there with the trainee. 4 wide, I don't think so. I think we're going to try, God willing, and sneak out in the middle of the night, Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. Isaac's dad, sorry I was in the bathroom. Sup, peeps? Good evening. So were you on the toilet? Were you watching our live on the toilet? Barry, no shots for money tonight. No. Is that the time Ross got wasted? Eve asked. Yes. The last time I was completely hammered, the last 2 times actually, where Ross was there and involved. Both times. Possibly the last 2 times I ever got hammered in my life will both have been with Ross. So, he's a kid, so he put this old man out of his drinking misery. Heathens, how I remember that night, me and Panda got Ross to put a Peterbilt hat on. Yes, you do recall that night. Yeah. Although I wasn't anywhere near as drunk that night as I was the night that I proposed to Jenna. The night Ross put the Peterbilt hat on, they were all way more shit-faced than I was. But the night I proposed to Jenna at Oasis was probably the most hammered I've been in 5 years. $1,000 bar tab. Let's see. RN, how's it going? How's it going, RN? Let's see. Trucker Turley, I like to remember our nights now and then. Eric's waiting for me before he drinks again. Oh, Trucker John, is that a challenge? All right, I'm gonna try to stay caught up. Stacy, Jenna, I think I've fried my mind at this point. That's understandable. Heathen's talking shit about you, Ross. Yeah. 4-wide truck and got my PTC hat and jacket in a truck. Not too bad of a jacket. There's a couple of them. Some of them are, I actually like the PTC jackets, the brown ones. The black ones, not so much. Especially the really thin black ones. It might be the first safety jacket you get. But I think I have like 5 jackets that I've gotten from Prime through PTC or safety awards. Slip Dog, first live chat, welcome. Boogeyman, Cedar City, Utah, into house. Cedar City, man, it's got to be cold up there, I would think, at night. Poplars, okay, macro sent, paperwork scan, you can start now. Thank you. Not sure which one of us is more nervous right now. Understandable, Stacy. So for those who don't know, Stacy and 2 Raven are one, and they're both going through training at the same time, and they're going to team. So I can relate. I mean, 2 Raven is still in training, but 2 Raven already has a CDL. Went through the PSD program, got the CDL, so I know how that feels. How that feels. Because it's super exciting for Stacy, right? Super exciting because she's going through this stage and all that good stuff. But it's also like you want success and you're kind of afraid for, but Stacy, it's going to be all good, man. It's going to be all good. It's all going to work out. RN, how far along are you guys? I don't know if Jenna wants to answer that question. She can. If she's in chat, she can answer that question if she wants. P to Trucker, anybody ever had their drive shaft fall completely off their truck? That happened to me, so I'm broke down for Labor Day weekend. Holy shit. I have not had that happen, P to Trucker. But there is an infamous story. It's a true story of a Prime driver who pulled his truck onto a scale, a DOT scale. And the transmission basically fell out. No joke, fell out onto the scale and shut the scale down for hours and hours and hours. The whole line of trucks behind them all had to get backed out and dealt with. Pulled onto the scale, transmission fell out of the truck. It's a Prime driver. There's pictures of this out there on social media. 2 Raven, you're more nervous. I know you got this, Stacy. Yeah, Stacy's got it. I'm not trying to feed into the nervousness. I'm just saying I relate to it, and I know what you guys are going through. I know what you're going through. But yeah, Stacy, you got it. You really do. That's it. That's at the end of the day, you're gonna be on the other side of it, and you're gonna be like, oh my God. You're gonna be on the other side of it, and you're gonna tell yourself, even if I stop driving a truck, I'm not giving up my CDL. You're gonna tell yourself you're gonna go get a medical recertified every 2 years just so you never have to go through that shit again. So Jenna was saying that the other day too. If she will have to get off the truck. She's having a baby. But she is not going to give up her CDL. Work way too damn hard for that. Power's higher. I see just me in chat now. I can see more than just me in the chat now. Okay, gotcha. I'm a little delayed on comments. I always will be. RN, doesn't everyone watch YouTube from the toilet? Of course. I cannot tell you how many questions I've answered on Discord or comments I've left on YouTube in a love shower on the toilet. And I know Heathens, I actually caught Heathens the other day. I caught him talking to me from the toilet. Because I called him out on it and he was like, yes. Two Raven Cubs fans, Chicago Cubs fan, Stacy, we need to reevaluate this friendship. Yes, I'm a diehard Cubs fan. Diehard. I've been to probably 60 Cubs games in like 12 stadiums, I think. Most were in Chicago because I lived in Chicago for 10 years. For what? Obviously, everyone watches from the toilet. You can always hear someone in the bathroom. Trucker John, love the mug. Yeah, Trucker John, this is not an intentional Trucker John mug. I think Jenna got me this. Jenna, you got me this mug, right? It was not intentional, but I immediately, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, it's a Trucker John mug. The Bears, the Cubs, the Bulls. Yes. Although I lost my excitement for the Bulls at the end of the 90s, I'll admit. So I'm not like a true diehard Bulls fan. The Bears, I started losing my enthusiasm over.
Now you're getting Big Lots.
Big Lots. Okay, yes. You got the cup at Big Lots. Bears, I started losing my enthusiasm when Jay Cutler was quarterback. And I went to a couple Bears games when he was quarterback. And I'm still a Bears fan. That's still my team. But the team was just so badly mismanaged, you know, in the years leading up to that year, those years, and then after. I just can't get really that excited about it. But the Cubs, man, I went to playoff games when they won the World Series. Not the World Series, but I went to two of the playoff games that year. Transportation, you're funny. Barry, Johnson's logic is a bad influence. LMAO, I don't buy that. I may have been more culpable. I'm not going to put it all on Johnson's logic. I cannot put that all on him. At all. See, there's a super chat somewhere. Super chat for $2 from RN. You said it incorrectly. It's the Bears. Yes, I know. It's not the Cubs. We don't say the Cubs. We say the Bears. Now, if you're talking about the Chicago accent, yes, but Cubs don't really make that a part of their marketing. But thank you for the $2 super chat. Cubs is more like fly the W, you know. Where was I? So for those who missed it in the chat yesterday, the reason that this driver got all pissed off at me at Prime is because so I walked up to this table and he was sitting there talking to two students. He was a trainer and he was sitting there talking to two students about where they're from. And he asked me, and I said, well, where I'm from, I've lived all over the place in my life. I've lived in New Zealand for a year. You know, I've traveled. I flew to Europe on my 18th birthday so I could drink legally. I lived all over the world. So there's not really a from for me. My dad was an evangelist and a pastor, so we were on the road my entire childhood. So I was like, where did I live the longest? I think was Chicago. I lived in Chicago for 10 years. And he had lived in Chicago for a while. So he said Cubs or White Sox. And I said Southside can burn. And he was so offended. I was just trying to be funny and fun because, if you live in Chicago or have lived in Chicago, it's north versus the south. That's Cubs are north side, White Sox are south side. Now, ironically, I actually did technically live on the south side of the loop, only by a little. I lived at State and Roosevelt, 1400 block of State Street. So it was basically downtown. I mean, you looked out my window and the city's right there. You know, it's basically downtown. But I was a Cubs fan. He got up and walked away from the conversation. Oh, and he got up and walked away, and I looked at these two students, and I'm like, where'd he go? And they're like, I think he was really offended about what you said. I was like, I didn't mean that the South Side could literally burn. All the shit White Sox fans talk about the Cubs, and this guy couldn't take that. Jenna says, few know this, but I actually got pregnant just to have an excuse not to drink with Johnson's Logic ever again. Yeah. Two Raven, we just can't take them downtown St. Louis. Yeah. Two Raven, I used to wear my Cubs shit all over St. Louis. And this is meant as no offense to you. Please don't take this offensively. And maybe you think it's funny. St. Louis Cardinals fans are some of the most obnoxious. They seriously are some of the most obnoxious. I'm saying that in Springfield. Everybody in Springfield is St. Louis Cardinals fans. Or Kansas City Royals, I guess. But they're so obnoxious. The only fans I've ever known that are more obnoxious are Green Bay Packers fans. Here's what I'll give St. Louis though, and I'm just going to go on occasional tangents because I have no specific topic for tonight. St. Louis is a great baseball organization. I'll give them that. And more times than not, they kick the shit out of the Cubs. 4 wide, damn Jenna, extra savage. RN, I imagine he failed his level 1 inspection. Yeah, I would say so. You're talking, yeah, so I'm obviously way behind. All right, let me try to catch up. There's a lot of shit on YouTube that should be flushed. That's funny. So let me try. I'm going to skip over some stuff here because I'm trying to catch up. And Johnson's Logic, you are definitely the culprit. Evan, thank you for the super chat. Evan says, bro, you're going to need this for all the diapers you're going to have to be changing. Can't wait until the first time you gag from the smell of doo-doo. That sounds malicious. You're literally saying you're excited about me having to vomit. Heathen's gonna need more than $10. Needs his soul. Yeah. Stacy, yes, the fans can be too much. All right, actually, Chiefs fans are the worst. Maybe. Pure Art Carnate, please everyone support my YouTube. He wants to run up. I'm not sure what you mean there. Jenna, Dodgers are the worst fans. See, everybody thinks that Chicago has a lot of rivalries, you guys. Chicago has Detroit is a rivalry in hockey, Packers in football, Cincinnati in and Milwaukee, kind of Milwaukee in baseball. Although Milwaukee loves Chicagoans to come up and spend money. So we're very accustomed to teams hating us. A trucking turtle. I gag at the smell of my own shit sometimes. I can't imagine when it's my kids. Erwin, how many years do you recommend a new company driver gain experience before looking to buy their own truck, becoming owner-op? Going to start at Prime next year, saving for a year of living expenses first. Irvin, my recommendation has become this over the last month. If you're a new company driver, if you're a company driver or if you're going to switch to lease or you're a lease driver, I recommend, and you're going to be driving for Prime or whatever company makes it possible for you to buy a truck. If you're going to be driving there for 3 or more years, I recommend you buy a truck as soon as possible. I did not used to have that opinion. Lyle from No Hippie Trucking and Transportation converted me like 8 or 9 months ago. Right when we started this YouTube channel, actually, so it would have been almost a year ago. And I didn't buy into that at first. But now in hindsight, looking back, I wish we would have done it sooner. And I've talked about this on YouTube before, but really the big thing is you can have a lease completion bonus at the end of a lease, or you can have an asset. And the thing for me is that home time, when you're making those payments on home time, let's say you go home a week, 7 times a year. Well, with your lease payment and your, this is with Prime, of course, but your lease payment, your APU payment, all that good stuff, that 7 times a year is almost $10,000 that you're giving to Prime for nothing. Nothing. You didn't make any money with that investment. It was paying to have your truck parked. If you're buying a truck, that almost $10,000 you spent paid for something. So it doesn't feel as dirty. 2 Raven Cubs or Cards. It's all funny to me. My hide is too thick to get hurt over the opinion of a Cubs fan. Yeah. Yeah, don't get butt hurt over that. Look, as a Cubs fan, 2 Raven, I've taken way more shit than you have as a Cardinals fan. I promise you that. Until we won the World Series, oh my God. We were like, it didn't matter what good happened for the Cubs. Someone would just respond with a goat meme. Dragon Turtle, the wife always makes fun of me for being super sensitive to smells. RN, the Giants suck. Okay, so we've got some shit talking here. Johnson's Logic, I've had multiple requests to start making TikToks. You know, I tried to do a couple videos on TikTok. I just can't. Beach Bum Trucking, Cleveland fans are the worst of them all. I don't know. Now Cleveland's in a division. Look, when Cleveland won the World's, actually when Cleveland played the Cubs in the World Series, of course I would have rathered the Cubs win, but Cleveland wanted and needed it just as bad, and I like that organization now. I think it's absolutely stupid that they're now called the Cleveland UFOs or whatever the hell it is. But I never had any problems with any Cleveland fans, to be honest with you. I've been to games in Cleveland, and it was enjoyable. Heathens, $4.99 super chat. Man, it's Broncos country, gonna be weird living close to Chief fans. Yeah, Heathens. You go into any sports store here in Springfield, and it's all Kansas City or St. Louis shit. All of it. Timothy, go Wings. Bleh. I'm not even going to say anything about that. 4 wide, piss on the Blackhawks, go Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars? Does Dallas even have a hockey team? Do they? Man, okay. You want to see energy, though, go to a Blackhawks game at home at the United Center in Chicago against Detroit. Do you want to see energy? Let's see. To Raymond, I'm not a big cards fan, really. I just like the rivalry. You should see how I mess with NASCAR fans. NASCAR. I've never. I know I'm saying sacrilege as a truck driver here, probably, but I can't say I've ever given any shit about NASCAR. And Boogeyman, it's the Cowboys' year every year until the playoffs. Johnson's Logic, I'll have to think about it. I don't think I'm TikTok entertaining. Yeah, to me TikTok is just too much work. I don't know why that is. Like I love my hour of TikTok time every other day. Cuz it's entertaining as hell. But it just seems like it's funny cuz they try to make it super easy, and maybe it is. Maybe I'm just older, but to me TikTok just seems like a lot of work. And yeah, you get a lot of views pretty easily, but what's the point? You can't really develop community. You can't really. The following that you amass is just all over the place. There's not really. I don't feel like you're connected to people who like your shit on TikTok. Like I feel connected to all of you. All of you are like family, you know? I don't feel that on TikTok at all. Irvin, soaking all this up, just FYI. Okay, yeah. Yeah, ask any question anytime. Hopefully that answered your question somewhat. Some of us work tomorrow, RN, yeah. Four wide Raiders aren't just bad at home. Diaper lineup. Who the hell did that? Who is that? Diaper lineup. That's funny right there. The Boogeyman, try being a Colts fan. Yeah, I can see the pain there. Irvin, thank you, driver lineup. I can appreciate your genuine and thoughtful advice. No problem. One bar wonder, what about getting a truck without the limitations that Prime has on their trucks? What limitations are you talking about? I don't know what limitations you're talking. Are you talking about you want a Cummins engine or something? Uh, when you pay it off and you can leave Prime, then you can do whatever you want. Ross put duals on his and had a governor removed, before he left the yard. If you're asking about like super singles and being governed, I don't mind being governed. 65 is as fast as I want to go. I'll do 74, 73 going down mountains, but safely, not around curves and shit. You guys know what I mean. But I don't want to do more than 65. 65 is plenty for me. And I like super singles. And I know that that's not a popular thing to say, but all four of my super singles on our truck, when we just turned it in, we didn't get charged like anything. The tires were like basically brand new, 140,000 miles. And I know I hear it all the time. Oh, but if you blow a super single, you can't just limp into. Yeah, but I know people who have duals who have to change their tire. They have to buy a new dual like all the time. They're constantly, or they have blowouts a lot more often. Maybe some get lucky. I don't know. But for me, it's not really that big of a deal if I blow a super single once every 3 years and Loves has to come out 50 miles and change it. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. It's not fun. But I don't have to. I've had a blowout with a super single in Springfield on 65. And it sucked. It's not fun. That one was my own fault, though. That was not the tire's fault. It was a brand new tire. Stupid. But if you take good care of the tires and you don't run over something that you can't really help it, those super singles are going to last you forever. Like, no joke, my super singles, all four were like brand new at 140,000 miles. Let's see. Who Raiders? Never heard of her. Cubs fans like to whine a lot. Timothy, yeah, we do. Yeah. And I'm a truck driver and a Cubs fan, so I whine twice as much. Mike Williams, has anyone heard about the new chain law in Colorado? I don't know. Maybe Heathens knows. We have auto socks, so we'll be carrying those with us. Diaper lineup, 108 years till next World Series with the Whippy Cubs. Maybe. I'm just glad we got one in my lifetime. It's all that mattered to me. It was an exciting year. Trucking Turtle, I feel like I'm not on this sport bashing boat from Dallas, and no, I don't like the Cowgirls. Bills fans or something else. Bills. Man, I haven't heard anything about that team in a long time. Irvin Green, go Ravens, by the way. To Raven, as creative as you are, you could take your TikTok to a higher level. It had Stacy and I both cracking up. Yeah, but it just, to Raven, it's just so, it just seems like it takes me a lot more work to make a TikTok video. It just does. I don't know why that is. So it's just, Rich's River Smokers, good evening, sir. Sorry I'm late. Just met JDQ and Brad. Nice. Boogeyman, Cyrus fan, Dickie Dickerson, St. Louis versus Chicago. There's a reason they call them the Black and Blue Series. Dickie, I just responded to your text today. I'm so sorry, man. My backup cell phone was in my backpack for a week. So today I pulled it out of my backpack and I plugged it in to charge it, and it had like 50 text messages. Let's see. Four wide. Wow, hating on Dallas and no hockey. Shame on you, Eric. Play hockey with people in Dallas when I'm on home time. I'm just messing with you. Diaper lineup. Madhouse on Madison Street was better. Trucker John, I can't keep up with all social media platforms. My daughter created a TikTok for my channel. She's my social media manager. Nice. Yeah, Trucker John, I don't know what it is with TikTok. It just feels more laborious to me. Super easy to consume content. In fact, it's easier than YouTube to consume content. But it feels to me more laborious to make content. And I don't feel any connection to the people who follow the content that I make. And I don't like that. Let's see, wasn't that yesterday, Rich? Yeah, Rich met with Brent, trucker dude Brent, yesterday, and today's meeting with, or he just met apparently with country trucker Brad, who is our future driver, and JDQ Transportation. Stacy Carey, you're gonna get us kicked out of the family? No. Evan, you can talk all the shit you want to me on sports. I love it. I don't get offended by it at all. I think it's hilarious. I was just really surprised that the guy at Prime got so offended by it. What's your username? Okay, Jen is asking. Old man yells at clouds. Barry, NASCAR is overrated. Go watch a super late model dirt track race. Yes, I agree with that, Barry. I've been to many quarter-mile dirt oval races, like IMCA modifieds and things like that. Bring that all day long. I'm not trashing NASCAR. I just don't understand it to me. Because a quarter-mile dirt oval, you can get a good seat and see everything right there in front of your eyes. And it's just like, I don't know. Now you're going to go home with dirt in your eyebrows for sure. Especially if you sit around one of the turns. Diaper lineup, asked Jenna how is Crazy Bags. We don't know. I don't know. I haven't talked to Crazy Bags in a long time. Michael Hunt, your videos have been very helpful for me. Much appreciated. Thank you. And you're welcome. Isaac Stab, my girlfriend's 14-year-old is a TikTok star, and we had no clue. Yeah, that happens. To Raven, Stacy, I know not what you speak of. All right, I'm behind again. Damn it. Let me try to get past them. More, okay, One Bar Wonder, you just now responded. More horsepower and better differentials. Well, here's the thing, One Bar. You can either have horsepower or you can have good fuel mileage. You can't have both. And Prime chooses to go with the fuel mileage. And in all honesty, if it weren't for that fuel mileage, Prime wouldn't work for you. Because the good fuel mileage and the good fuel surcharges and the good fuel rates that they, the deals that they have with the pilots, TAs, loves, and all that are what makes Prime's rates work so well for us. So if you just threw that to the wind and just wanted a truck with pure power, Prime wouldn't work for you. Two Raven thinking of duals, yeah. Less hydroplaning. I don't know. Jenna's my witness. On supers, we have outperformed super trucks in blizzards. Jenna's my witness. I mean, we made super trucks with duals we made them our bitch. And where was that, Jenna? Was that Cincinnati? We had, I think it was about 35, no, it was 40,000 pounds. It was beer, I think. But there were all these super truckers on their CBs talking shit about Prime trucks. And they were all, once we got to the hills, they all had to be pushed and pulled. And
yes, that is correct.
Cincinnati? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They all had to be pushed and pulled up these hills. And here's this Prime truck on its super singles that they were all just talking shit about. Didn't need any help. Didn't need the Allstate, what was it, like a snowplow road? Yeah, it was like pushing trucks up hills. No, we were just like, I was literally on a CB. Hey, I see you're sliding. Can you get the hell out of the way? The super singles for me have much better traction. I don't know. Granted, I haven't driven with duals. I'll give you that, but I feel confident, comfortable, and safe in super singles in blizzards to an extent. There's a point that I won't drive. Johnson's logic has left the chat. One Bar Wonder, I would like to have a Cummins instead of a PACCAR and that Pete and more horsepower for better pulling. Yeah, I just addressed that. Now I agree with you. I'd rather have a Cummins engine because you can get a Cummins worked on anywhere. Slacker while you're at home. One Bar Wonder, that's the problem I have. If I'm buying a truck through Prime with the intention of leaving, then the specs need to be upped. Yeah, but again, it's not going to work with Prime. Colorado new chain law is for passenger vehicles. Okay, I wasn't familiar with that. Am I that far behind? Damn it. Ian Nolan, what headset do you use to talk on the road? I use a... shit. Jenna, what do I use? I think I have one in here somewhere. Hopefully Jenna will answer that. I'm not, for some reason I'm completely blanked. It's a Blue Parrot maybe BT 450 maybe. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Go turn left 2,000 times. Let's see. Dickerson, I'm probably...
Blue Parrot, I believe it's the BT
550
XT or whatever.
XT.
It's whatever
yeah.
the most expensive one of those ones are.
Yeah. Okay.
And your cheap ass got it with points.
Yeah, I did get it. Yeah, I got my... We've bought several headsets with points. So Stacy and Two Raven, you two, I'm sure, will at one point utilize this method. When you're a team truck as a couple, you can select to either use two different fuel rewards accounts or use the same, which you two could do that right now. Um, Jen and I use the same. So we only have one rewards account for Loves, Pilot, TA Petro, Road Ranger, etc. And so they rack up points. You know, you get it. You could say, well, you could have two cards with 50 points on each, or 500 points on each card, or 5,000 points on each card. Or you can have one card with twice that. Well, the difference is if you have one card with twice the points, then you can get bigger items. So we do all of our fueling on just one account. So if Jenna's driving, her fuel goes on that account. If I'm driving, my fuel goes on that account. And you can use, like if you have shower power, you can take back-to-back showers. So it doesn't like let you take just one shower per day, you know, and you rack up the gallons and tear up faster that way too. So yeah, we've bought multiple headsets that way. Evan says Crazy's doing good. That's good. Stacy, you're getting too popular and can't keep up with us all. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, and it's a holiday, so I'm just like shooting a shit with you guys. Big Jesse Trucking, what's going on, man? Chi-Town, you can drive like you are 65. Don't know what that means. Did JDQ make it? Nice. JDQ, I heard you're full of ribs. No rally's great, but 24 endurance racing is where it's at. Nomadic Brick, good evening, sir. Nelks TV, good evening, sir. Got a lot of YouTubers in here tonight. See Nomadic with Cincinnati because you have a snowball fight with others. Yeah, that was the night. So we got stuck. I have a video of that, Nomadic Brit, of me starting a snowball fight with four-wheeler drivers that were on the exit, like way off in the distance. And I started shit and started a snowball fight with them. And we were trapped on that interstate right there in downtown Cincinnati for all night long. And when we finally started moving, when the sun came up, I was pulling up that hill going into the tunnel at about 40,000 pounds on super singles, and none of the super trucks could do it. None of them. I was like the only truck that could get up that hill without assistance. There was another prime truck that had gotten over in the ditch too, or off in the shoulder and had hit the concrete barrier or something. New truck, keyless entry, horn or headlight flash on lock. The horn does not honk. No, we have keyless entry. I'm not sure on the headlight flash. It does have test your lights. It's got a button to test your lights, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, Jenna is the brains. We are already using the same one and racking up points. Okay, Stacy, yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I had someone try to argue that on the rewards cards. They're like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. You could have, multiple accounts. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you even talking about? I would much rather be able to rack up. Jen and I can rack up $100 or more on rewards on a card in like no time, if we're both fueling on the same card. So Stacy, I'm guessing that Stacy and Two Raven, I'm guessing the truck stops are like, what the hell's going on? How is this person buying fuel in California and Pennsylvania today? Saving up for a CB radio with my Loves points. Nice. I think I've bought a CB radio with points too. Justin, what are our fuel points? There are points for getting fuel. Stacy trying to be ahead of the game. Nice. JDQ is full of Rich's meat. JDQ is full of Rich's meat. Wow, I'll follow you back on TikTok and Instagram as well. Pure art comedy. I don't know if you're just like, I don't know what's going on there. The One Bar Wonder. So, is your future in trucking to continue driving or eventually just run a fleet out of Prime? My future One Bar Wonder is to get my million miles with Prime, but I'm going to, as soon as my first truck is paid for, I'm going to do PSD training only. So I'll stay with Prime, but I'm just going to be a PSD trainer and keep running my fleet. And the reason for that is that I can, I can run some loads as I want or need to help a PSD student or more than one PSD student at a time, but I can be home several nights a week. So that's my long-term, 3 years from now. And I think I'll hit 1 million miles probably right about then. I think maybe a little sooner. But I don't have any plan to quit Prime. I want to stay with Prime as long as possible. Evan, when are we gonna hit the road again? Hopefully Tuesday night, as long as our truck is done. They are moving our first truck payment up a week because the truck is not capable of taking a load out yet. Big Jesse Trucking, same as my 2020. Park lights only respond on lock, nothing on unlock, and I have to be close. Yeah, I haven't messed with it at night, so I don't know. Other than testing all the lights, I haven't messed with the key fob at night. One Bar Wonder, I have a friend that we partnered to Pilot Flying J to get shower power for the 4 of us. PFJ hasn't given us any trouble. Yeah, because I think in their minds, like, what is, if you're buying that much fuel, Heathens, well, I'm going to go to sleep. Talk to you next time. Get some sleep, Heathens. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the super chat. When you turned in your truck the first time, what was the wait time till your next lease getting the Pete? Were you essentially looking at trucks the next day? Well, we ordered our last Pete. So even though it was a standard lease, we still ordered that truck. So we knew it was going to be there. It was not a surprise to us. The only truck that I ever had to pick was my Freightliner that I got when I upgraded out of TNT, and it was, I just got really fortunate and walked out there, and there was a brand spanking new Freightliner Cascadia, and it was not the color that I want, certainly wasn't the graphics that I wanted, but I was like, yes, I'll sign, yes, because it's a brand new Freightliner Cascadia, and so I took it. But outside of that, all of our trucks, are 2. This one and the last one were trucks that we ordered. Chris, hey guys, came in late, leaving early in Cambridge, Ohio in a motel, headed home tomorrow. Y'all be safe when you get back out. Thank you. My Truck Adventure, hey, what's up, Eric? Any updates on the 3rd truck? I've not heard any good news or bad news. I did get a call from Stripes and stuff yesterday. And I have a VIN number for it and all that good stuff. So hopefully it is like October 1st-ish, first week of October. 2 Raven, just been told that Freightliner takes 1 of 5 keys to open the door for emergencies. Does Pete have this issue? No, it does not. Beach Bum Trucking, night all. I have an early morning on the pad. Good night, Beach Bum. Thanks for stopping in. One Bar Wonder, I did find an outfit in PA that works well with nightly, but that would require me to move to Amish country. Is it mushrooms? There's a lot of mushrooms out there in Amish country that we deliver. We have like 3 or 4 customers up there. Philip, is Jenna really going to quit driving? She has to. She's going to have a baby. Evan, if they're moving it up, then that's not too bad. I don't have a truck payment until October 8th. Yeah, it's not too bad, Evan. I mean, we'd rather be out there making money, but at least they're not charging us a payment this week. 10 count hierarchy, you can order under cab panels to cover the hole underneath without lights for about $200. Nice. I will definitely consider that. 10 count, thank you. Because I hate that. I will definitely consider that. Poppers, I might need to walk away from Jester. I just got another issue but geez, issues I have so far with her. Poppers, I thought I was going to need a tow with a right stalk error and check engine light and a truck not turning on. Ouch. Philip, oh, congrats on your newborn baby. You gonna miss trucking. Yeah, she definitely will. And that's exactly what she said. That's what she said. My trucking adventure, I heard they added 10 KWs to the fleet for testing. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And not only did they add KWs, they even said in their own live that they were adding KWs with Cummins motors. Big Jesse Trucking. It's funny how after your video about Success Leasing, all of a sudden Prime phone hold messages are weekly updates from Success. Yeah. Yeah. And I had to go in and face Success Leasing the other day when they are aware of my YouTube channel. Yeah. Because I think that video has been seen about 5,000 times. And someone asked me, they're like, well, why would you go on YouTube about this? Why not complain to management? Well, first of all, I do complain to management. But second of all, going on to YouTube where 5,000 people see a video is effective. Believe it or not, it can have a profound positive impact on getting things moving. One bar wonder, nope, it's LTL with more specialty foods, lamb, veal, Italian sausage, nice. Soggy Gore, so the truck stop is closed for Labor Day, but the truck keeps failing the regen and SCR test. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks.
You can show them the kind of torturous things I'm subjecting you to.
No. John's logic, it's always weird when he catches up on comments. Yeah, it is. Jenna just reminded me of what we're doing tonight. This is what happens when she fails a pregnancy test multiple times. Or passes, however you want to look at it. This is what we're doing later. This is a face mask. So apparently we're doing face masks tonight. Oh, how life changes. Stacy, we slowed down too much. Yeah, is that what that means? It's not that I'm fast enough to catch up. It's that you guys slowed down.
Yeah, grab your...
No, I'm trying to stay on top of this.
You don't want to show your puppy?
She doesn't want to be. Look, she wants to go.
Oh, well, she came in because she wanted in.
No, she hates it in here when it's hot. When I do lives, I have to turn the fan off and everything inside here because it's too noisy. So it just gets freaking hot in here. And I can't vape because it doesn't circulate in here with no fan on. So it just like, hot boxes. So Philip, where are you guys tonight? What state did you get stuck in floods? No, well, if you're asking everyone else, they're all over the place. We're still in Springfield. We were supposed to be rolling. We were supposed to be on the road right now, but Peterbilt had different plans. Isaac's dad. The way I look at it is Eric and Jenna spare us their time. Then a thumbs up is definitely not asking for much. Thank you, Nomadic Brit. If you guys could give a thumbs up, that would be great. Holy crap. What is the $100 super chat for? Congratulations, guys. Silent Night. That's amazing, dude. I don't even know what to say to that. That's amazing. Ross dropped the mega super chat the other night as a congratulations, and now we got Silent Night dropping it in the house. So guess that'll pay for a couple more facials, some diapers, some stress relieving pharmaceuticals. Just kidding. Thank you, Silent Night. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. You guys have been awesome. By the way, there has been some questions. I'll probably do a video about this down the road. But there's been questions about a baby shower. Yes, we will do a baby shower probably at Oasis. And you know, after the holidays for sure. But we'll probably do it, you know, like a meetup or something, but also a baby shower. And I think it would just be fun to hang out with everybody and meet up. Heathens and his wife hopefully will live in Springfield by then or be moved to Springfield by then. So his wife can help organize it. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. And it won't be some sort of thing where you got to bring gifts, you know, if you don't want to. Like, I just want, you guys have been so supportive. Like, words can't even describe how supportive this community's been to Jenna and I, over this whole thing. So it'd just be really cool, I think, to hang out with everybody, all of our trucking family, you know. And I'd really like to just celebrate, Jenna's, I don't want to say leaving trucking, but you know, it's hard for her because she works so hard to get to where she is. You know, she worked so hard to get her CDL. She's been great at this. She's almost coming up on her 2 years of safety record, her 2 years of PTC. She's been a great truck driver, and to have to vacate that is hard, you know. So, I want it to be a celebration, not a this sucks kind of thing. You know what I mean? Now to do his nails while he sleeps. Okay, Stacy, I said the other day my man card's always getting its ass kicked, and I'm always having to build points back up. But believe it or not, I actually like mani-pedis. Maybe that's the Chicago City boy in me. But I actually do like mani-pedis. I'm just a steering wheel holder, you guys. I write code too. So I want my fingernails clean. If I look down at my fingernails when I'm out on the road and there's black under them, I gotta get that shit fixed fast. I do mani-pedis. Two Raven picks the face mask, or it didn't happen. Now to do his nails, obviously. Kenny trip. Do you see long haul Guppy Gypsy? She works for Prime Inc. She lost her old brother 5 days ago. Yes, I did see that. Stacy, bring on Remy. She knows she's a star. Yeah, she does. I got to make a video with her. Probably might do that tomorrow. 10 count. Eric, can you explain the insurance? You keep saying you had to pay for it now. You're talking about truck insurance 10 count? Well, so when you lease purchase a truck, the tractor itself no longer is under Prime's in-house self-coverage insurance. So Prime, for all standard leases and company trucks, self-insures. When you lease purchase a truck, it doesn't fall under that umbrella. So they go through First Guard, and Prime is still, Success Leasing is still the payee of that insurance until the truck is paid off. But you buy your insurance through First Guard for the tractor. And it's basically the federally mandated $1 million in coverage, liability coverage for your tractor that we pay about $450 a month for. Which I think is a good deal. I mean, it's very competitive rate, very. let's see. What's smoothies? The smoothie stuff we use, Boogeyman is Kachava. And Jen and I actually need to do a video. We're doing Kachava and Huel right now, which is great stuff. Johnson's Logic is on Kachava. Million Mile Man is doing Kachava. River Rich is doing Kachava. Who else? There's a whole bunch. Let's see. Stacy Jenner, are you in charge of taking the photo proof? To Raven, Stacy. Yeah, you two. I hope you two can come. I really hope you two can come. If you two come to Springfield, the 4 of us should go get mani-pedis. That would be amazing. Jenna, you hear that? We're gonna make it a date. That would be awesome, though. Yes, we are Carrie. 4 wide. I guess I can ask a real question. What's some tips for starting up a YouTube channel? Huh?
That we're doing a couples thing?
Yeah, let's go Stacy and 2 Raven and get mani-pedis.
Stacy and Carrie, yeah.
Or Stacy and Carrie, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yes, that'd be awesome. I haven't been in a while. The one thing I don't like, and I know this is totally random, and I'm glad it's at the end of this live and not at the beginning. But I don't like the really pushing back my cuticles. I mean, I do it. I understand the value of it, but I don't like it. It feels weird. Let's see. 4 wide trucking. I guess I can ask. Oh yeah, here's the Kachava, you guys. So just look it up, Kachava. All right, I gotta get through this question. I guess I can ask you a real question. What's some tips for starting up a YouTube channel, going to finally be that one prime tanker YouTuber? There actually are a couple prime tanker YouTubers, but highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Tips for starting up a YouTube is, first of all, don't really pay attention to your numbers of subscribers, especially in the first few hundred, because it'll drive you up the wall. You have to be very consistent in whatever time you decide to do videos. So I've dedicated to 1 video a day, which is really, now YouTube holds my feet to that fire. If I take like 3 or 4 days off, the views just dive. So you have to be consistent, and I have to be stupidly committed to that 1 a day. It's hard sometimes. So if it's 1 a week, or if it's 1 every other week, or if it's 1 a month, you know, be consistent with that, and know that at the very beginning, you're going to feel like you're speaking out into an empty room, and you have to be okay with that. And another thing that I'll say is do not undervalue your first 100 subscribers. I think a lot of YouTubers, some YouTubers that I know, they see that first 100 subscribers as a step to everything that comes after it. I see that first 100 subscribers as the most valuable of the whole, you know, like there are people in this chat right now that are in that first 100 subscribers. Die hard, thick and thin, been there, know the whole story, the whole journey, your ups, your downs, your tears, your joys, you know, that's your fan, you know, everybody, all of them, all 30, I think we're like 3,600 or something, 3,700, 3,500, somewhere in there for subscribers. And everybody's become our family, but that 100, I know who they are. I can see when they pop in and out, see when they leave comments. I've met most of them personally. So don't think, oh, I only have 100 subscribers. That 100 is that's your foundation, you know. Like that 100 is what makes you the next 250 and the next 500. That 100 is everything. So if you only have 10 or 15 subscribers, don't think, oh gosh, I only have 10 or 15 subscribers. Think that 10 or 15 subscribers is freaking awesome. You know, and build a relationship with them. Um, so, and just be very patient, very patient. Um, Jen and I have been very fortunate to be at almost 4,000 subscribers in our first 12 months. Uh, I think that's still a small channel in the YouTube universe. I think it's a big channel in the trucking universe, and a big channel in the Prime universe. Um, but I don't think that that's going to be the case for a lot of channels. I don't think that you would see those kinds of numbers in the first 11 months. Maybe, maybe not. Um, so you got to just be patient, you know. I would be just as committed to this and just as excited and just as dedicated if here we are 11 months and we had like 2 or 3 or 4 or 500 subscribers. And the same if it was 10,000. So I don't know if that, I mean, you're asking me like to get started. I think it just takes a lot of patience and a lot of dedication and consistency. And you know, a lot don't have that. A lot see the lack of growth or don't see it blowing up or getting crazy, and they think, well, this isn't worth it. Well, it depends on if you're really in it for the long run. If you're in it for the long run, then it is worth it. So anyway, Dickie just found land south of Branson. Recruiting needs to hurry up. There's a lot of great land out here, Dickie. So if you're looking for land, look out on Highway 60. Highway 60, which would be east. Look east of Springfield on Highway 60. There's a lot of land out there. Soggy Gore, I have a baby book gift for you guys. Awesome. Thank you. Rich, not even commenting about facials. Well, Rich, we heard you were feeding someone else your meat tonight. So and DJG, you and Jen are super cool, and all of us will always be here for you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Soggy, I'm guessing we will like it. Soggy Girl, dude, doing girly stuff is fun, and I grew up rarely. Soggy Gore, you're like you got like the cowboy boots and everything. I mean, you're like a flatbed dude. So I feel really encouraged to see you say that. That makes me feel better. I don't know. I don't. Stacy says nothing wrong with liking mani pedis. Yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes I say this around guys, and they're like, "Oh, you don't get many. What are you talking about, mani pedis? Why would you not want your toes and your nails and all that shit to be clean? I don't know why. I don't know. Like, to me, I don't need to feel dirty to feel, I want to feel clean in every way possible. Call that whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Big Jesse, any nasty looks around Springfield regarding the last video bringing up the doctor asking the vax question? No, Big Jesse. I mean, there's some people who disagree. But there's people who disagree with me on virtually every video. I mean, I love it when people have a disagreement with me and act like it's the first or last time it'll ever happen. It's like, get in line, man. People disagree with me all the time. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. I think I can tell you, here's what I'll say, Big Jesse. There are far more people who agree with me than disagree with me in terms of them asking that question the way that they asked, and Dr. Abraham asked that. The thing is that most aren't willing or in a position where they can go talk about it the way that I can. Because there is some harassment going on, and there is a little bit of a hostile environment. But privately, I'm having conversations with Jen and I both having conversations with people all over Prime that are like, yes, yes, say that. We can't, so please do. Justin W., do you know the Cookie Monster truck people? They seem cool. I don't. Philip, you write code, what language? So I don't write anything crazy. I'm not like out here doing Python and shit like that, but just like PHP, uh, and your CSS and stuff like that. Like I built, driverlineup.com. I built all of its e-commerce. Now it's based on open source, but all the open source code is based on PHP, which PHP is basically just calls to the database. So it calls up everything. PHP calls up everything. It calls up your CSS, your design files. It calls up what image shows up where on the page. It calls up what content shows up where on the page. So you might have PHP that calls up a header that shows up, and that header is its own file, and its own file is full of code. Then you're going to call up the loop, which is the title, the date, the comments, the content itself, and that's all somewhere else, but it's being called up by PHP. And then you got PHP that calls up the comment section and sidebar and all that. I know PHP very, very well. Very well. Were you an IT computer job before? No, I was not. Stacy has started Kachava. Nice. Now I'm behind again. Damn it. Stacy, deal. I need my nails done anyway. Oh my God, am I that far behind? Been over a month since I got a pedi. Awesome. So Stacy and Two Raven, we're going to. It's a date. Oops. Sorry, I got so excited I kicked my camera. Let me get that straight again. So excited about the mani-pedis I kicked my camera. There's still 50 of you on here, an hour and 20 minutes into this. I'm talking about mani-pedis. Man, you guys are dedicated or bored as hell. Big Jessie coffee maker on your truck? Yes, I do. Her name's Jenna. I could hear her laugh. I could hear her laugh across the hallway. No, we don't have a coffee maker on the truck. Oh my God. That shit's funny. No, because I like truck stop coffee. And I like to get it in the truck stop. I like to, if I can before my drive, if we're parked and sleeping for a few hours, I'll go inside and shower, get a bottle of water, maybe a Cliff Bar and a banana and a cup of coffee. And to me, that is the most epic, best way to start a drive is a shower, Cliff Bar, water, banana maybe, and a cup of coffee.
Well, now you're lying. You don't like to go get the coffee. You like to tell me...
Well, that's not true. I get it sometimes.
You like to tell me that it's teamwork, that you're fueling, and I'm getting your
Oh,
coffee.
yeah, if I'm fueling, for sure.
So, admit that you wake me up to go pee, because you tell me I
yes,
have to go
okay.
pee, and
So,
then you
yes, Jenna's reminding me. Now, I'm going to remind you of my side of this, too. Jenna's reminding you all that if I fuel, I invite her to need to go pee. To get up and need to go pee.
At like 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't matter.
Well, no, because I like to do my videos and stuff at like 3 in the morning. I like to go walk around. You guys know I like to go walk around lots and be a weirdo, talking to my phone at 3 in the morning. But yeah, sometimes I'll wake her up and be like, "Hey, do you need to go pee?" And there's a hidden agenda there, and that is to hope that she can't go back to sleep, so she has to go inside and get me a coffee and everything. But that's in the middle of my drive. What she doesn't say is that she doesn't fuel the truck because I won't let her. So I have to get up in the middle of my sleep, to fuel the truck for her. But that's my choice. I don't want her to fuel the truck. She can, she's competent, but I just, that's my thing. That's my thing. I fuel the truck. Stacy, getting my nails done is going to be my gift to myself after I pass my test on Tuesday. Awesome gift to yourself. Yes. Been trying to do a video a week. My trucking venture. Yeah, it's hard, but you got to stay consistent, man. Google or YouTube will punish you, my trucking venture, if you don't stay consistent. So the hat that I'm wearing, this is JJ the Trucker. He has a video where he talked about this, where after his first year on YouTube, he like exploded and had 1,000 subscribers a month, and got upwards of 10,000 subscribers. And then he took like a week or two where he didn't do any content, and he's like, his stats just went, just cratered, and he hasn't been able to claw back from that, because YouTube is moving you in the algorithms based on whether or not they can count on you. So they don't want to send your channel subscribers if, what they think is your consistency is not your consistency, or maybe I'm not saying that right. But if they can't count on you to continue making content the way that they think new subscribers are going to want to see content, then they're not going to send you as many new subscribers. That's the way I take it. That's the way I understand it. And JJ the Trucker, he said that exactly. And that's happened to me too, where I took, almost a week off, and it took like a month to get back to the kind of traffic that I'm accustomed to. So, if you're going to commit to one a week, make a video every week. Marley's Day with Mari. I was one of your 100. Yes, you were, Marley. Definitely. Johnson's Logic. Yes, you were. I think you were. But Marley definitely was. Definitely. John St. Clair was early. Little barbecue channel. Rich had your little barbecue channel. Rich has a pretty big channel. Over 4,000 subscribers, I think. John, you were also an OG here. Yeah. John is definitely an OG. Stacy, the vast subjects of your lives go through, from sports to facials. Yes. Trekking Turtle, I'm sure y'all have said it before, but just curious on you and Jenna's reasoning behind not getting vaccinated. Oh my God. Our reasons, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it here. Our reasons are our reasons. And frankly, it's just no one's business, to be honest with you. Okay, Jen Hardy. Jen Hardy. Okay, there she goes. So Jenna's reasons are more obvious. I will say this. Now, I explained this to a very high-ranking executive at Prime. I'll just put it that way. And I told this individual that I would talk about it on YouTube from time to time, and he said that's fine. He even said I can mention his name. I'm not gonna, because I'm just not gonna. I'll just tell you it's up there. Okay. He asked me that question because I had a hour-long conversation with him the other day. He said, you don't have to answer this. You don't have to tell me, but I'm just curious to know, what is your reason for your position on the jab? And I told him, first of all, Jenna had, she's pregnant. She has her disorder, but I'm not the healthiest person in the world by far. I still put nicotine in my body. I quit smoking at least. I have a lot of unhealthy habits. I'll admit that. But I also put real nutrition in my body, and my body tends to be able to fight things off naturally. Like Kachava is a perfect example. I need to do better about staying hydrated, but I take vitamins, and the body's designed to fight these things off. I've already had the virus. Both of us did early last year. So I have antibodies, and I've probably had a little bit of it off and on last year at other times. I don't know. But I rarely get flu or cold. And when I do, it sucks. I've had flu way worse than the virus, way worse, like that I wanted to die years and years ago. But I beat that. My body did what it was supposed to do for this virus. And now I'm even more motivated to keep the right nutrition and stuff in my body to make sure that it can do what it's supposed to do. I prefer the natural. Here's the thing. Even Abraham himself, Dr. Abraham, and I had mentioned this with the executive who talked to me on the phone for an hour the other day. I said, he has admitted, tell me if I'm wrong, he has admitted that it does not keep you from getting the virus and it does not keep you from spreading it. Yes, that's true. Okay. So if I have antibodies and if I'm able to fight this thing off, then why do I don't want to go do something that's unnatural. So that's I told him, I was like, I don't believe that there's, little nanotechnology robots in my body getting ready to pull me apart and fly me to 9 different planets. It's not some conspiracy thing. It's not political. Anybody who knows me knows I don't like Donald Trump. I don't like Joe Biden. It's not political. It's not, if Trump was still in office, I would still have the same position. I didn't want this jab when he was in office, and I don't want it now. So I'm like, and he said to me, I very much respect that. And your reasons and Jenna's reasons are excellent reasons. That's what this prime, very high, very, very high level individual said to me. So I got into that probably more than I wanted to, but whatever. APU's having issues. Would you please tell me is this training worth it? Marley, if you're asking if the training's worth it, yeah. How do you deal with trolls and toxic people? Trolls and toxic people crack me up, a trucker's world. I use them for content. They think they can get under my skin, and it's like, you have no idea of what my background is. If you think you can get under my skin by leaving a comment on YouTube, really? I'm probably going to take your comment and turn it into a video, and that video is going to make me money. So keep trolling and leaving toxic comments. That's what I say. Let's see. Dicky, MySQL and Java work well together. Yeah, SQL, yeah, I do. Well, I mean, you're talking about database stuff. Mario is absolutely worth it. How you call blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's try to catch up here. Stacey's brought tears to your eyes. To Raven, I hate being this far behind because this shit's hilarious. To Raven, I'm dead. Stacy, will you be the coffee maker right now? Oh, that's fucking funny. That's some funny fucking shit. Yes, I'm commenting. I'm dropping F-bombs. We're an hour and a half into this shit. I don't care anymore. Let's see, Carrie. I fell asleep and just woke up. You're still on? Yeah. Yeah, it's Sunday night on a holiday weekend. I don't got anything else to do. Mike, CDL holder for 12 years, going to Pittston for orientation a couple weeks for tanker division. Thanks for the videos, helping make my decision. Nice, Mike. Welcome to Prime. Good decision. Jenna, he just doesn't want me to have to do it. You're probably talking about fueling. Yeah, I just don't want her to have to do it. She can fuel up, Philip. She can totally fuel up. And she does. But if I know that she's about to fuel, I'll get my ass up and fuel for her. I don't want her to fuel the truck. It's not that she is incompetent or can't. I just don't want her to. Philip, JJ Trucker is very good. Lots of videos, blew up fast. Yeah. Um, Trucking Turtle is one of the reasons I came to Prime. His vids came up first when I was looking at Prime's training program. Yeah, he's awesome. To Raymond Deal, Stacy, Philip, but why Jenna? He not want you to do it? What's a big deal? Dangerous, smelly. Philip, I don't know. It's just my thing, you know. Feeling that my truck is my thing. It's not that it's unsafe or anything for her. It's just my thing. That's my thing. I like to feel I like to fuel my truck. That's my thing. There's no real other way to explain it. Dickie, I'm gonna find that dude and beat him for you too. Yeah, Jenna says it's gross. Yeah, some of them are really gross, and I don't want her out there and all that foulness, but it's more than that. It's just that that's my thing. You know, Jenna has her things, like she keeps Remy's hair out of the truck and things like that. Fueling the truck is my thing. Can't take that from me. It's choice. It doesn't matter. It's their choice. To Raven, it's nasty fueling up, Phil. That would be my reasoning to fuel for Stacy. John St. Clair. Okay, so I did a blog about this, but everyone needs to watch Eric's first video. There, I said it. Yeah, John St. Clair. I've got a video coming out in about a week and a half because that'll be our 1 year on YouTube. I did watch my first video again a few nights ago, and it was really cool. It was really cool to watch it again because there were things that I said in that video that have now become reality. And it was just really cool to remember what I was thinking when I was saying those things back then about how I was visualizing what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish driving a truck with Prime. And here I am, you know, moving well beyond that. Really neat stuff. Philip, oh, I see. He's just being nice for you. You're lucky, nice husband, boyfriend. To Raven. Icky poo. Not Queen's English. Yeah. Certainly not Queen's English. Rolling for Time. Hey, do you like Rolling for Time? Just kidding. Yes. Of course I like Rolling for Time. Rolling for Time, I was watching Rolling for Time's Prime videos when he drove for Prime when I was in training. He had just upgraded, I think, when I was in training. Or was a newly upgraded driver. And of course, he's moved on to bigger and better things. Sask Heavy Haul, shout out from Canada. I've been driving 16 years and love seeing positive trucking content. Awesome. Boogeyman Sweet Tea kills COVID-19. DJG, your body, your choice. That's all that matters. Thank you. And I just want to be able to have that choice. That's all I'm asking for. Trekking Turtle, appreciate the explanation no matter how annoying it is. Just always curious to see what stance people take on that. Isaac's dad, now you did it. You went and raised Eric's blood pressure. Philip, what did DL do for the job before Prime driving? I have a video on that. Go back maybe 20 or 30 videos, and there's a video on that, on what I did before Prime. Morgan, too much back and forth on the jab and was made way too fast without any real legal testing. Agree with that. Trekking Turtle, come on, man. Don't try and argue that here. That is not a winning argument. You need decades of research on something. You know that we've recalled jabs in the past. I think SARS, I think there were a couple others, over like 20 or 30 adverse reactions. So come on, don't even try and pretend there's been enough testing to give this jab to hundreds of millions of people. I don't buy that. I'm sorry. No, I don't buy that. Uh, and I'm not sure where you're getting your science, but you know, and I love you, man. I'm not upset with you, but I don't take medical advice from YouTube comments. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion, you know. Troy, Eric, will you fuel my truck too? I would if you were in a fuel island right next to me. I actually enjoy fueling a truck. What I don't like is having to exit to fuel. There is nothing more infuriating than, like, you know, when you're in this good groove and you're going and you're just crunching the miles, and I drive at night. So I just get like, I got a podcast or something going on and I'm just cracking out the miles, you know, and then I have to stop and get fuel. Like, no choice. Oh, I hate that so much. Just the whole process of having to stop my my vibe, you know. But once I'm in the fuel island, I actually like to fuel. Like, ask Jenna, I'll be outside singing, like verbally, loudly, vocally singing, usually 80s songs, while I'm fueling the truck. I don't care if anyone's around. Troy, show some leg at the fuel line. Show some leg. Oh, bet you can find someone to fuel it for you. That's funny. He's getting his science from CNN. Dickie Dickerson. That is CNN science, but that's also Fox News science. Like, you know, if you're getting your science from any of those, then you need to check your science sources. Troy, I'm going to knock on your truck when you guys are sleeping and I'll Jenna wake you up to fuel my truck. I will fuel your truck, but only if I'm in the island with you. If you knock on my door when we're asleep, you're going to get a face full of jaws. And they will not be human. Stacy, that would be a meeting I would miss. Ben. Don Lemon is my doctor. Jenna, I don't fuel our Jeep either. Yeah, it's true. Put it in a garage and magically the next time Eric drives it, boom, fuel's in it. Johnson's logic, always time getting fuel on my 30-minute breaks, never fails. I always time getting. Yeah, I do too, Ross, if I can. If I can. Trucking Turtle. Hey, you brought it up, man. I don't like talking about it either. I don't like talking about this either. It's super divisive. And like I said in the past, the only reason I've started talking about it more is because I just want to be left the hell alone. You know, I'm not responsible for your health and I don't need you to protect me. I mean, that's kind of, you know, my mentality. And I kept my mouth shut about it forever, for a year and a half or whatever. But it's when I start to feel hostility towards me simply because I want to be able to make my own medical choices, that's when I started to become more vocal about it. But I don't want to talk about this. Morgan says, I hate the fact that I have asked at least 40 doctors one question before 2018. What did they tell their patients when they had a virus? And the answer was, it's a virus. Nothing we can do. Go home and sleep. That's what I did, and it worked. John says, it's also significantly harder to do that as a team truck, though. Yeah, it is. Especially Johnson's logic when you relentlessly follow the fuel recommendation, which I do not do. Boogeyman, let's talk about important shit like chicken lights and train horns. Mike, I'm heading out. Congrats on the pregnancy and a new Pete. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate it, man. Okay, so I'm caught up on comments. I'll be damned. Ben, guys, so you think I'll get a load tomorrow, or do you think I will get to spend the day with the community around a Dallas yard? I don't know, Ben. I heard that people are being deadheaded like states away right now because of the holiday weekend. Troy and getting woozy. Two Raven, best sports movie. Major League gets my vote. Yes, definitely Major League. Holy shit, that's old school. Major League is awesome. Major League makes me think of, what was the other movie that he played in? Hot Shots. You remember Hot Shots? Not a sports movie. That show is hilarious. Marley's, let's see, Philip, gonna get worse. More pressure. All biz employers try force push U.S. workers to get jab. Good. Prime is neutral. Nice. Yeah, Philip, Prime is definitely going to stay neutral for for a long time. I got that confirmation personally on the phone 2 days ago from the top. In no uncertain terms. Ross, give it 20 seconds. You'll be behind again. Stacy, we figured we would give you a chance to feel caught up. Nice, thank you. Also, Remember the Titans always gets my vote. Remember the Titans was a great movie, yes. Morgan, I'm at the Iowa 80 truck stop. Nice. You're probably about $40 or $50 less richer, at least. Troy, just deadheaded to Colton, California from Salt Lake City. Hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't go there with a load, much less deadhead there. Unless they were like $3 a mile coming out, guaranteed, here's your pre-plan. That's the only way that I would even consider it. Two Raven, Boogeyman says, hell yeah. Philip, Caddyshack. Okay, Caddyshack's good too. Caddyshack's good. And get Steelers fans up in here. All right, I'm in an hour and 40 minutes. It's 10 o'clock, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and check on out. Could deadhead to Amarillo area, right? Those places should be slaying still. Yeah, Amarillo, you're going to get a meat load. That's there is no such thing as holidays at that beef plant. Doesn't mean that load's going to be ready. But yeah, if you want a place that loads on Labor Day, Amarillo's got a couple around there that for sure don't close. Stacy says, Carrie tried to get a load home in time for my test and wasn't able to get one until like 12 hours later. Ouch. Morgan, I leave my money in the truck and Windows shop. Smart, Morgan. I did over 500 miles deadhead last week. Told Prime no more of the crap. Ben, 40 hours. Sheesh, just got here. Stacy, got to hit the pad early in the morning for once. Last day of cramming. Nice. Well, get out there and get those maneuvers down, Stacy. But at the same time, don't overdo it. You know, when you've got them down and you've got them on lock, like maybe just another. I mean, it's your trainers. It's their program. I'm not going to try and throw that off. I'll just say that make sure that you don't overthink it. You know, there's going to be a point where you've got those maneuvers down. And if you try to continue learning them for too long after that, then it can really fuck with your head. So I think probably what Jenna's a witness and could say before I wrap this up, you guys, is that it's once you get the maneuvers down, then master the art of correcting yourself out of any, slight deviations, because that's where Jenna, that's how she trifected, we had trained on the pad to get her out of a bind. And she did. She was able to do that. So, you know, but anyway, I'm not your trainer. I don't want to try and, at the end of the day, you got this, you know, you got it. You're going to, one way or another, you're going to be on the other side of it, and you're going to have a CDL in your hand, and you and Two Raven are going to go rock and roll as a team, and you're going to be on YouTube, and we're all going to watch you and enjoy your journey, and it's going to be awesome. So don't stress, you know, just enjoy the ride, because it's all part of the show. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Happy Labor Day to those of you who work for a living. And thank you all for being out on the road. If you are, I wish that we could be out on the road with you. Believe me, I actually do. We're ready to rock and roll. But thanks for joining us here and hanging out tonight, keeping me from being too bored. You guys be safe. Make good decisions. As always, drive to thrive. We'll certainly talk to you soon.